Now we have our grout finished, and we've let it sit for a while. It's only been about, say, 20 minutes, give or take, from when we started. 20 minutes to a half an hour from when we first started. And I think the lines are now ready to be formed like we talked about. So what you want to do is just take your finger to know whether or not it's ready and just wipe it along. And if you feel that it's hard, it's still going to move a bit. If you feel that it has that solid enough that it can take a good scrubbing with a wet sponge, then you're ready to go. If you wait until it's too hard, it's a lot more difficult, but you can make things a lot easier with this here sponge. It's got I don't even know what it is, but it's a rough surface on the top, and it allows you to really dig in. There are times where I've waited too long, or I've done too much grouting at once, and then by the time I came back, it had been too long and it dries too much. Then you have to get really a lot of elbow grease and just scrub, 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 and you'll eventually be able to get down to what you need. But it is a lot more work, so I advise that you only do enough grouting that you think you can come back and do the forming without having to scrub, scrub, scrub. If you have to split everything up in sections, that works too. So you would grout a section and then come and form the lines. Go back, grout another section, form the lines. Just do it in sections if you have to. It makes life a lot easier. So, we'll talk about the form. Now, right now the grout lines have almost a raised dome to it. So what you want to do is give it a slight dip. You don't want it to really dip down, and it's not going to be flat. It'll come out as a slight dip, and that's what ends up finishing it just right. It looks really good. So you take your sponge and a fresh bucket of water. So I gotta just wring it out good and well, and just go in circular motions basically until you have. Now, let me do one down here, and I'll show you the difference between the two. So here's an unfinished one. And once you go over it, so you can see the difference between a finished, a formed grout line, and an unformed one. It's quite a big difference. So this has a nice, clean, uniform look, and this one, as you can see, is a good mess. It's got grout everywhere. So you just want to keep doing that all over your grout lines. Sometimes you even need to go down it just to get it, a little smoother. But your main motion is a circular motion, and that's what gives it that nice dip. And there you have it. Now you'll notice that there's still some streaks on here. Don't worry about that yet. We're going to clean that up later. So right now you're just forming your lines, and we will clean up afterwards. So I'm going to finish up forming all of these grout lines, and then we'll come back and show you how to clean it. Something I did want to mention to you is if you run into spots like this, if you can get right down there, you can see that it's got a big old dip to it. It's been gouged out. Now that could be from us hitting it, from walking on it, or it could just be from when you did your grout. You didn't quite get enough down there. It happens all the time, so don't worry about it. So what you want to do is take some grout, and sometimes you can just find some on a tile nearby. So right here, there was some sitting here, so you just pick it up. Don't worry about it. You just take it and stuff it in. Rub it in, and voila. Almost voila. There. Perfect. You wouldn't even know. Now another thing you can do is if you don't have any grout out here, the grout I had left over from my bucket, I put on a piece of cardboard. So if I need to, I can go back to that and grab a chunk and then fill it in with that. So that's some tricks to use so you can fix up any problems you might have. So as you go along, you want to remember that you do need to put your sponge back into the bucket and clean it up inside and wring it out, and make sure always you wring it out good, real good, so it's relatively dry. So then you'll just keep forming in lines. Now the reason you have to wring it out like that is because after a short amount of time, depending on how much grout you have on the tiles, it'll start to look like that. It'll get all gummed up, and then you'll be trying to form a line, and it just won't happen because it's too gummed up. So that's when you need to just get back into the bucket, clean it out, ready to go, and then you just start again. So that's another important tip. Just keep cleaning your sponge every time it gets to that point where it's just not doing anything.